Juliette Lewis has never been one to follow the rules. From the moment she stepped into Hollywood, it was clear she had something different. A raw, fearless energy that made her impossible to ignore. Born in 1973 to actor Jeffrey Lewis and graphic designer Glennis Batley, she was surrounded by the entertainment world from an early age. By 12, she was already landing roles, and by her late teens, she had proven she wasn't just another child star. She was a force, and the roles she took on would go down as some of the most daring performances in Hollywood history. One of her most unforgettable performances came in 1994, when she starred as Mallory Knox in Natural Born Killers. This wasn't just any character. Mallory was wild, unpredictable, and completely unhinged. The film itself was a chaotic, violent explosion of crime and media sensationalism, and Juliette threw herself into the role without hesitation. Her energy was electric, making Mallory both terrifying and mesmerizing at the same time. Some people were shocked by the film's brutality, but there was no denying that Juliette's performance was something special. Even today, Mallory Knox remains one of the most iconic characters ever put on screen. Just a few years earlier, she had already stunned audiences with her role in Martin Scorsese's thriller Cape Fear. Playing Danielle Bowden, a teenage girl, caught in the grip of a dangerous man played by Robert De Niro, she delivered a performance that was both vulnerable and unsettlingly mature. One particular scene, where she shares a disturbingly intense moment with De Niro's character, became one of the most talked-about scenes in the film. At just 17 years old, she stood toe-to-toe with Hollywood's biggest names, earning an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress. It was a performance that proved she wasn't just here to take up space. She was here to leave an impact. In 1996, she took on yet another unforgettable role in From Dusk Till Dawn. A film that blended crime, action, and horror. It was the kind of project that only Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino could create. Playing Catherine Fuller, a young woman trapped in a violent showdown with bloodthirsty vampires, Juliette once again proved her ability to adapt to any genre. She balanced fear and strength effortlessly, keeping audiences hooked as she fought to survive. It was a wild ride, and she made sure no one could take their eyes off her. But it wasn't just the intense, dramatic roles that defined her career. She also had a way of bringing an undeniable edge to characters that oozed confidence and rebellion. In Whip It, 2009, she played Iron Maven, the fierce roller derby queen who wasn't afraid to play dirty. Every time she was on screen, she owned the moment, making roller derby look like the most intense sport in the world. Even though she wasn't the main character, she stole every scene with her commanding presence and sharp attitude. In The Switch, 2010, she switched things up with a more lighthearted role, playing Debbie Epstein, the supportive and quirky best friend. While the film focused on Jennifer Aniston and Jason Bateman's characters, Juliette added an extra spark to every scene she was in. Her natural charisma and humor made her presence unforgettable, reminding everyone just how effortlessly she could move between different types of roles, but acting was never her only passion. She had a love for music that couldn't be ignored, leading her to form her own rock band, Juliette and the Licks. With her explosive stage presence and raw vocals, she proved that her talent wasn't limited to film. Whether performing on stage or in front of the camera, she always brought the same fearless energy, refusing to be boxed into one category. More recently, she's kept audiences hooked with her role in the psychological thriller Yellowjackets. Even after decades in the industry, she still brings the same intensity and authenticity to every project. She doesn't just act, she fully embodies every character, making sure her performances leave a lasting mark. Juliette Lewis isn't just an actress, she's a powerhouse. Whether playing dangerously seductive anti-heroes, fierce competitors, or strong-willed survivors, she always brings something real and unforgettable. Her ability to take risks and commit fully to every role has made her one of the most compelling actresses of her generation. The real question isn't what she's done, it's what she'll do next. And whatever it is, it's guaranteed to be anything but ordinary. If you have a favorite Juliette Lewis role, share it in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories about Hollywood's most unforgettable stars.